Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Free on Steam. Today we're going to be taking a look at the game called Loadout. Now Loadout is a third-person shooter free-to-play game, and its main focus is on building loadouts to take into battle. On top of that, it also has a very fun focus on crafting weapons. Now, I don't mean like taking some items, mixing them together, and getting a weapon out of that. I mean actually building weapons however you want them. Let's take a look at that for a moment. I have three different weapons that I have created. I have the Standard, Heartthrob, and Electroshocker. Let's take a look at this one. Wait, let's go into the customize screen. These are the various things that you can customize with it. You can customize the stock, which there's a few different options. The sights, right now I don't have anything on. If I want to add a sight, I can. There is the trigger, which affects the rate of fire. The magazine, which mainly affects how much ammo it has. It can affect how much damage it does. Each of these things can add different effects for damage and speed, rate of fire, reload time, clip size, stability, aim accuracy, hip accuracy, and range. You can also select different types of barrels that you want. So this is like a basic assault rifle barrel. This one turns into a shotgun. This one is more like a SMIG, shorter range, decent damage. Sniper rifle, and then it kind of upgrades from there into kind of just a bunch of silliness. I'm going to leave this on the scatter rifle. You can also affect the different ammo types. The standard is slug, which is just straight out attacking damage stuff. You can also turn your bullets into health bullets, which does change the look of your gun a bit as well, and your bullets will, instead of doing damage, will heal. I'm going to leave this on slug. You can also change some of the dynamics. Standard, they just do straight damage. Right now I have bouncy equipped, which is just kind of a silly fun thing to do. You can equip only one different type. Let's head into the test and I can show you this as it is by default. Outfit's going to load in just a moment. There we go. So yeah, I can zoom in, and when I fire it shoots these spiky balls of doom, which do a bounce before they... do a couple bounces before they actually end up dying. And the test area does have enemies that just kind of run around, and it's just kind of fun to shoot at them. This particular type of gun is called a pulse gun, which lets you shoot spiky balls that actually stick to your opponents. I don't know if they do anything when they're stuck to the opponents, but it's kind of fun to have. You can also throw a grenade. You start out with regular frag grenades. You get 2 of them to bring to battle. Reload is the R button. If you double tap a direction or hit control while running a direction, you will do a dodge. Shift will let you sprint. Space is jump. You can use the scroll wheel to switch weapons, but since we're in the test lab, you only have the one. And anytime you want to exit the test lab, just hit escape. Now, if I want to, I can actually change this to a completely different type of gun. I can switch to a rifle instead, which is fairly basic, as you would imagine. And then I can say... The fun thing about this is that you don't actually have to buy the things in order to test them out. You can equip the different things you want before you actually end up buying them, you can test them. That's what I'm trying to say. I just, for whatever reason, was having a hard time saying it. So let's go ahead and test this completely random, built from scratch rifle. It's got Tesla bullets, and there is a bioscan thing, which lets you see the enemy health bars. I wonder if it lets you see it through the wall. Nope. Okay. So I'm shooting out electrified energy darts from an LMG style gun. And the electricity actually arcs. And if you're not actually aiming, it does have kickback, which makes your accuracy go pretty ballistic. Let's say I don't want to have electricity, I can switch over to health and have a health minigun. And let's actually change it to basic assault. Now when I zoom in and start shooting, I shoot health bullets, which restore health of people and actually does an overheal thing. So it's kind of like Team Fortress 2 in that regard. Now most people you see when they're doing a health gun type class, they will have a beam weapon, which is far more accurate. I like this a little bit better because you're actually shooting darts into the player, which is kind of funny. So let's actually exit and we'll go back. I'll show you another one of my guns. Leave without saving. Let's take a look at Heartthrob, which is a health gun, but it's got bouncing bullets. And as you see, it does do quite a bit of health restoration. The reason I have the bouncing bullets is so I can shoot into a room, and most likely it might bounce, ricochet, and hit someone that's on my team. And there's my electroshocker. Points to you if you can guess what that's referencing, which is a beam weapon that uses electricity. There's also a rocket launcher style design. Let's actually switch over. Oops. Customize. Switch over to a rocket launcher, which has its own set of different barrels. It's got cage, tri-barrel, tube, quad barrel. Hexabarrel is something that I want to see. But let's equip that and we'll switch it over to Tesla. And it's got a few other options for the launcher style, which is kind of nice to have. Let's go with a lob. And it can stick. And we'll do timed and cluster, just to see how this ends up working out. So yeah, no projectile at all to it. But I can stick it to someone's head and it'll do continuous damage while it's stuck to them, which is kind of fun. Ooh, actually it arcs off electricity when it's nearby. That's cool. You know, this is a type of rocket launcher I might end up making. Ooh, I stuck that guy right in the crotch. That's gotta be painful. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do this rocket launcher design eventually. But let's stop focusing on this stuff. We have more things to cover. Whoops. Such as your characters. Your characters come in three varieties. There's Axel, T-Bone, and Helga. Honestly, I see way too many people choosing Helga. and doing a twerk taunt with her while she is almost completely naked. Yeah, this game is really focused on being as silly as it can be. Let's go ahead and go with T-Bone. I just decided to go with this guy because he's got an epic beard. You can customize the loadout, and there's these gold coins which you purchase with real money. We'll get to what I think about the gold coins in a second here. But you can customize various different things. The head, facial hair, masks if you want, different types of clothing, and even taunts. Now, your default taunt is Cabbage Patch. And one thing I have to say, I love how quirky they are with these taunts. They kind of take real life things and make them taunts, such as Gangnam Style. 3 different ones, by the way, for Gangnam Style. I'd say if I wanted to pick any of these, I would definitely want to get this one just because it's kind of fun to have them do that. And there's Headbanger. Every day I'm shuffling. This one I might actually do if I ever spend money on this game. Spongy Bee Dance, don't really know what that is. But here's what a lot of people choose. Thank you, Miley Cyrus. And let's go to... let's see, Locker is simply a statistics thing. Shows you what level you are, how much experience you need to get to the next level, your tech tree progress, which we're going to take a look at next, your overall statistics. I've gotten 67 kills and 26 deaths. Not that bad, honestly. I'm usually quite a bit worse. Different avatars that you can choose, which some I guess you can unlock, others you just use gold. I guess I'll switch to this guy because that's what I've been using the most. I have this one for free. Ooh, actually, I'll just pick that one. And Tech Tree lets you take a look at the overall progression of each different Tech Tree item. And each weapon has its own different tech tree to look at. There also happens to be one for equipment, which I don't know how to use quite yet. I know that you can get different types of grenades, which I might end up getting a Tesla grenade later on. And the important thing to note is that all of these require this blue coin currency. This is called plutonium. And let's go to the store and we can get talking about the currency of the game. Now, the gold coins are called space bucks, and I think the pricing model is actually okay. For $20 you can get 16,000 space bucks, which if you go to the outfitter, the highest price thing that you can get is nearly 9,000, so it's enough to buy at least one really expensive item in your outfitter stuff and a few cheaper items. But the important thing to always pay attention to with these free-to-play games that have microtransactions is, are you able to purchase victory, essentially? Well, if we go here, you can purchase loadouts and gun slots. But what does that mean? All it really means is that you can get one more different character class that you can switch between, and the ability to craft more guns. Okay. So you cannot actually buy weapons then, correct? Yes, you can't. All that you can do is buy boosters to increase the amount of plutonium or experience that you get, which is, honestly, I think the best idea that this game has to offer. Now, their most expensive boosters last for a full month, which, honestly, is a good deal, I think. And as you see, it does get cheaper the more coin you spend on it. So overall, it's not a bad deal to get these 30-day boosters. I approve. These plutonium ones, it allows you to get more plutonium, but you get... pretty much you get plutonium based on your contribution to the matches. So, with that out of the way, let's actually set this up. Oops, I don't want two electroshockers. We're going to go just complete attack for a match. And let's take a look at how the matchmaking actually works. Now, there's two different types I can choose from. Casual, competitive. Competitive is head-on-head, fight for being the best that you can be. Casual is just, go in there, do some fun, just enjoy your life. And custom games, not available yet, but they are coming soon. I'm going to go with a casual game, and we're going to do a Verse Humans one. Yeah, I'm actually doing a Verse Humans one. I don't do that very often on these free on Steam videos. Now, what's kind of cool is that while this is searching for matches, you can go back to your weapon crafting and just customize things while you're waiting. And I already got a thing asking if I'm ready to join. Okay, that wasn't actually anything. So if I want to, I can switch up my weapon types, change things around. Maybe I want to take the standard, customize it, and give it the recon scope, and then save that. Then maybe I want to turn it to just standard rounds. This is actually the longest I've gone without getting a match. Although, to be honest, I've been using mostly... Ooh, there we go. I've been doing mainly humans versus bots for fun. So, it brings you to the lobby where you get to vote for what you want to do. We're going to do Death Snatch, I hope. And then click I'm ready. And we just have to wait for other people to finish up their decisions and customizations. Now, what is Death Snatch? Well, if you've ever played Call of Duty and played the game type where you have to... What was it? Kill confirm, that's what it was. Essentially, it's like that. Jackhammer is a variation of Capture the Flag, where you get to grab a hammer and you can actually use it 5 times to deal damage and insta-kill another player. An enemy player, can't be a teammate. And each time you do that, it gives you more points whenever you capture the hammer. So kinda cool. Then there's Team Deathmatch, and there's a collector one where you collect plutonium crystals and put them into a hopper. And it's a race between you and the opponent team to get the most crystals. Yeah, there's someone doing some smack talking. Who cares about him? Let's see, we are on Green Team, or Team B. I think it's green no matter which team you're on, so... yeah, whatever. Now, the way these matches start typically quite entertaining. I don't know if it does the same on this game type, though. If it ever loads. There we go. Standard and electroshocker, we're ready to go. And we just start in a circle and we end up exploding each other. Usually people just shoot rockets straight down.
The enemy has scored first. Kill confirmed. The score is now tied.
There we go. I got 2 kills already.
Score posted. You are
Not bad for just immediate carnage. Now, the graphics are actually very fitting with this game. It's about what I would like to see from a game that's just ridiculously silly. This guy forgot to grab that. Let's see. Do we see anyone at all? There's someone in there. I do love how easy it is to get around these maps sometimes. Now, other maps do have open areas that you can just fall to your death in. I'm just gonna bail out of that area. Not a good spot to be in. Zap him with electricity, and I die! And the deaths are very graphic and entertaining. There, my entire upper torso exploded, and all that was left was legs running off to the distance. Let's keep on zapping this guy, and there we go. You're dead. I jumped down and can't get back up. Oh, one important thing about the beam weapons. They do not have a clip that they reload. Instead, they have a percentage meter. And when that fills up, the weapon goes into a lockdown mode and pauses for a few seconds, which it has to cool down from. There we go. That's the bounty collected. There's a couple more bounties around here somewhere. There we go.
You denied a kill.
But one of the cooldown mode, let's charge it up and get it to max. Now, if you stop before max, it cools down very fast. And you can hold R to increase the cooldown speed. If you let it go all the way to max, though, it does something that looks very akin to a red ring of death before it lets you cool down. These deaths. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this game. And it's hard for me to actually commentate when I'm doing something that's kind of hectic and just entertaining to have. You know, I'm going to grab this weapon. It's a rocket launcher. There we go. Can't run from me.
Kill confirmed.
Since I don't actually have a rocket launcher, it doesn't bother me very much to just steal someone else's that they drop on the ground. Yeah, I lose one of the weapons I decided to start the match with, but it's all good. Darn it, almost got him. Now, for whatever reason, they're just avoiding picking up the bounties that drop. Don't know why.
Kill confirmed.
That is one long shot with the tube. There we go. It doesn't seem anyone on my team actually has a healing item, which is kind of interesting. Usually everyone has at least one healing item just to make sure someone's able to heal. This is the first time no one's had any healing items, it seems. I suppose I could have had the healing item if I kept my heart throb. But I don't care. This is too much fun to have. So, what do I think of this game overall then? Well, it's quite fun. The UI is not very intrusive. It's very easy to keep track of things. You don't have to worry about having a total amount of ammo. Because you have infinite, you just have clip sizes that you need to reload. Oh! I just blew up his rocket! I didn't know you could do that! I learned something new. All in all, if you enjoy games like Team Fortress, this game is going to be worth your time. If you enjoy games like Call of Duty, it might be entertaining for you to play this game too. I'm not saying it's going to be like a insta-hit. I love this game for everything that it gives me, but it's not a bad game. And I am a mess. Look at that. Look at the damage that your characters actually receive. I'm full of holes. Part of my leg is missing. Ah, and I died. Seriously, guys, check this game out. It is loads of fun. Yeah, it's a little bit graphic, and parents might not enjoy their kids playing this game, but it's just so good to play.
Kill denied.
Can't get me. I'm too bouncy. I'm full of holes. I think I'll just stand up here. No one will suspect that I'm standing on top of a drill. And there's the red ring of death. Oh, and I'm dead. This game is too much fun. I can't even commentate properly anymore. Honestly, this shotgun is just completely ridiculous. No one would have a scope on a shotgun that actually cared about using a shotgun. I don't care about using a shotgun. I just care about being a pest. This weapon is honestly designed for being indoors. Although, it doesn't do too bad outdoors, as long as you're really, really close. There's someone in here somewhere. Or maybe they're down below. Haha! Come on. Eat my lightning. I'm actually going to die soon, so better run away. Oh, I'm dead. This game is just too fun for me to play. I can't commentate properly when playing it. Which is why I recommend picking it up. It just is an insane amount of fun. Too bad for you, that was not a health chest. That was a grenade chest or an ammo chest, whatever it is. Oh yeah, you also can melee, which does a pretty decent amount of damage. That guy should not have killed me. Ah!
Captures remain. 4 captures.
This game is gonna end soon though, so I'll be able to do some make some points about end game stuff
2 captures remain.
or end match stuff. I can't hit them at this range. My gun's useless. I should not have jumped that close. Grenades are flying everywhere. Okay, so I'm honestly out of things to say about this game. It is a fun game. I recommend playing it, especially if you have friends. Mutual death is to be expected at all times.
You have won.
Oh geez. Okay, there are some bugs still, it seems. And at the end, the winning team gets to taunt, and I was on the winning team. So, the end game shows you the stats, how well you did, what your rank was in your own team, and when you play for the first time of the day, you get a daily prize. I'm gonna pick this one. 350 blutes. Awesome! Then you get experience, you get an amount of blutes, which brought me up to 3,818. And I leveled up once. Alright, so let's exit this, quit the match. And I can cover one last thing before we go. You can either unlock things through the tech tree or the weapon crafting area. I think that it's best to do it in the weapon crafting area because you can get an idea of what exactly you want to have in your gun. Like, I'm going to switch this over to the launcher, and I'm going to equip the Tesla, which is going to cost 2,000, and if I want to do anything else, I can check out how much points it'll cost me overall. I think I'll do cluster with this one and we'll see how it works. Does a mini electric explosion before and then explodes into multiple explosions. So, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy. Get this game, download it now, it's free to do. I will see you in the next free on Steam, whenever that may be. Take care guys, and goodbye.